Okay. Welcome back to Why You Should AT podcast, everyone.
Two.
Season two, part two. We took a little bit of hiatus. If you're listening on Spotify, you probably realize that we don't sound like Isabel or Ryan.
Yeah,
And that
we're
is
different.
because, yeah, we are different. It's because we are your new hosts
Raf.
and Emily. We are third year students this year, for those that don't know us. And for those that do, hey.
Surprise. I
Yes.
don't know how big of a surprise it was. I told quite a few people.
Like who?
Told Lyndon, Angeli.
Oh my God. It was supposed to be like a sneak peek. Like I'm supposed to, you know,
I don't think they were like talking about it. I don't think it was spreading like wildfire.
yeah, guess it wasn't much of a secret. I told one person, but
Oh,
it was
one
like
person.
not even like one person in the program, but I kept them to secrecy. So
We'll see how many people are surprised.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, today that we're filming, it's September 13th. I don't really know when they're gonna listen to this, but it's our first week. Oh, we just finished our second week back from school now.
It's felt like a month actually.
Really?
Yeah, for me, I feel aged.
Oh, this guy's 21 years old and he feels aged.
I'm a little bit
Okay.
older than you.
Yes, as we all know. Yeah, we just want to welcome people back to school. It's really sad. Um, I don't know. I feel like we don't even feel like third years
I
right now.
still mentally feel like a first year.
Mentally,
Yeah.
first year. Knowledge-wise, not first year, hopefully.
Maybe I still feel like I'm in second. It feels kind of surreal being in third.
Yeah, yeah. I can agree on that. So yeah, what's our plan for I don't know. Um, do you want to start with like how we kind of took over the podcast or like how we were asked?
Yeah, for sure. Is that your stomach?
Yeah, hopefully they didn't hear that on the mic.
It's okay. Your iced coffee breakfast wasn't enough.
No, I had a bagel and avocado and peanut
Oh,
butter.
that sounds pretty
So
fire.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So we kind of took over the podcasts from Ryan and Isabel. Ryan is my peer mentor. So a lot of my mentoring actually came from Ryan.
Okay, me too, low-key.
Oh, really?
But like not officially. I just saw him a whole bunch over the years. So
I think Em probably saw Ryan more than I did
yeah,
over the past year.
shout out Ryan. We play Ultimate Frisbee together this past summer. Every Thursdays. Yeah, I picked up a new sport with him. But yeah, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, for sure. I always wanted to be a guest star on Ryan and Isabel's podcast,
Yeah.
but handing it over for me to be the host is probably a little bit of a one-up that I didn't quite imagine.
Yeah.
From what he told us, or what he told me, is that he thought me and Em would be pretty good people to take over the podcast. I think having this little mic and the camera set up
Yeah, we
probably
were
made
already
the
ready.
decision easier, right? It was pretty much just an easier handoff and knowing our chemistry and our dynamic. For those who don't know, me and Em have done a lot of stuff together.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, fortunately,
Um,
probably a lot more than any other pair in the cohorts,
yeah, I would say so.
arguably by far.
I don't know if it was like fate or just coincidence. Like we just became like pretty good friends in our first year. Like note that we didn't know each other really like before we came into the program 2 years, 3 years ago.
She doesn't remember the day that we first met.
But he does remember vividly, which is
Like
like
detail
crazy.
by detail.
Yeah. Which is kind of scary. Anyways, yeah, so we became pretty good friends. And over our second year, which is last year, I was placed at Centennial College with men's baseball and varsity badminton.
Oh, and then guess what? I was placed George Brown's men's baseball and badminton team as well.
Yes, so we had many face-offs. We had our first face-off, I think it was in October, near the end of the baseball season, where we were in a little predicament of whether or not our teams were gonna qualify for provincials. And in a crucial matchup, Centennial Colts playing against George Brown
For the
Huskies
final spot
for the
in
final spot. in the playoffs, provincials, which was going to be hosted by Lambton College in Sarnia. We played a doubleheader, I think.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And we crushed you guys in that first game. I can't remember the score.
I don't want to remember the score.
It was pretty brutal, I will say.
But we won the second game.
Yes, but they did lose on point differential, unfortunately. So,
We did finish the season with the same record on paper.
oh yes, we did, but we were just placed a little bit higher. And yeah, I made a little trip to Sarnia for a couple days.
And then I actually watched her highlights in my living room.
Oh,
Right.
I didn't know that.
You asked me if I saw you running onto the field for the athlete who ran into the
Oh
fence.
yeah.
And then I was like, sorry, the camera did not pan over
Yeah,
to
no. Yeah, no.
at all. So I did not see that moment. But it's
Yeah.
okay. While she was at home, while I was at home and she was at playoffs, I was actually finishing up one of our assignments.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that whole season was a blur. That whole little like month and a half was a complete blur, I will say.
I kind of needed that time off anyways to catch up on school. So the price of success is high,
Yeah.
right?
Um,
Insert picture of our jersey swap.
oh yeah. You probably will see it on our Instagram stories if you do follow us.
I made M bring an extra set of clothes so we can take a Polaroid picture of us swapping our jerseys.
Yes.
And a fun fact, because the game was in Ajax, I went to Walmart in the morning to try to buy Polaroid film,
Mm-hmm.
but someone set the Walmart on fire like a couple of days ago. So I didn't know that like the whole Walmart was like sectioned off and there was only like a small piece of it. So the technology section was not there.
Why don't I remember this? Or
I
did you
don't
ever
think
tell
I
me
ever
the
t I
story?
don't know if I ever told you,
Oh,
but what
okay.
I did was I called one of my friends. Her name is Jade, and I haven't talked to Jade in like 5, 6 years. But she lives in Brooklyn, which is pretty close to Ajax, and I asked her to go to her Walmart and buy me Polaroid films so that me and Em could take our photos. So
Just note that like he really wanted the photo.
I love photos.
And I was like, okay, whatever you want.
You can insert a montage of just
Yes.
photos, especially the one with our Team Ontario
Yes, as you can
border.
see for those who are on YouTube watching this right now, you can see that we're matching. Again, Ralph's
It
idea.
was my idea.
But for those that are tuning in over Spotify and I don't know where else we post this.
Apple Music.
Apple Music, yes, that's um you can't see us, but Ralph and I are both wearing our gray Team Ontario quarter zips from when we went to national badminton nationals in Edmonton last year.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Do you remember that, or was that a blur?
Yes, I remember that one.
Okay.
That was like it went by super fast, but also like really slow at the same time. But yeah, that was one of our many crossovers in our placement.
Yeah, the way badminton works is like you don't have regular season games, but you have tournaments each month.
Hmm.
So you would have to go away for each tournament. We went to Fanshawe together and we saw each other at provincials and nationals, right? Because you couldn't make the other two. Oh, I saw you at Centennial.
Yeah, so we were in
Centennial.
Fanshawe, and then Centennial hosted back in January. Then February was at Conestoga, and then Badminton Nationals was in Edmonton, King's University,
TKU.
TKU,
The,
the King's University.
yeah, a small little like Christian college in
Yeah,
Edmonton.
but they had a really great team.
They had an amazing team for how like small that gym was.
Yeah, it was a crazy atmosphere to be a part of. But yeah. Well, we wanted to circle back and actually thank Ryan and Isabel for, entrusting us to the podcast. We know it was like your little starter project that you wanted to see through for your AT career here at York. Um, but yeah, I think it's really fitting, and we're really grateful that, you trusted both myself and Raf to kind of take it over for the year. And then who knows, next year we might do the same thing and
Pass it on.
pass it on maybe and make it a little bit of a tradition. But yeah, do you want to do like a quick overview of like what we're trying to do over the next 4 months,
Hmm.
maybe?
Yeah, okay. So we kind of came up with a little rough plan on topics that we kind of want to cover. So I kind of took a look at what Ryan and Isabel covered because I want to cover a little bit of new ground. So a lot of topics that we haven't talked about before, you guys will be in for a little bit of surprise with that. And we're planning on having quite a lot of guest speakers. It just depends on our schedule, how their schedule is going to work. We might be able to be a bit more flexible because M decided we'll probably do a lot of our podcast over Zoom,
Yeah, maybe. Um,
right?
to kind of take advantage of the internet and be able to connect with people who may like live a little bit further from us and might not have the time to really like commute to York specifically. But yeah, I think that might be a good route to take
Hmm.
if it comes to, but obviously it'd be great to be in person when we can. But yeah, that can always be a fallback plan.
Right?
Yeah. I'm just super excited to like hopefully the surprise guests and guest speakers will come through.
If it falls through, it's going to be great, right?
Yes. So yeah. Um, I don't know. What do you want to get into?
What do I want to
As
get
you can
into?
tell, we didn't really like plan this, but we did plan
This is
it.
my first time talking to no one. I mean, I'm talking to all of you guys, but as in a podcast, I've never had to.
Do you not listen to
I
podcasts?
do listen to podcasts. It's my first time actually talking,
Oh, like
right?
okay, got it.
It's
This
different.
guy has stage fright.
It's not stage frights.
Uh, okay, how about we kind of talk more a little bit about our crossover experiences? Like, what have we done outside of placement last year? Because we did a lot.
We
I
did,
thought we did a
right?
lot.
Well, the first thing we did was kind of extramural hockey. That was like our first thing that we
Yeah,
did that wasn't with our baseball badminton teams, right?
yeah. Extramural hockey was pretty cool to cover. Funny enough, most of the guys on the team were actually my baseball guys, so I kind of already knew them. And the coach was also a baseball coach who played hockey on the side as well. So I think that was really, really cool to kind of like transition and see them from like our season ended and then being able to see my guys later on. Because obviously baseball is just like a 8 week, 6 week to 8 week sport, kind
Crazy
of.
season, like finishing mid-October.
Yeah, we live in Canada, so obviously not the most ideal place to be playing baseball. But yeah, extramural hockey. We did a couple, I think it was like two tournaments together, or
Something.
maybe
It
one.
might have just been the one because you couldn't make the second.
Yeah, it was like two tournaments together. I also volunteered and covered Ultimate Frisbee that Centennial was hosting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. I told you that.
Oh, I remember, yeah, in the dome.
Yeah, in the dome, George Brown also came, but they didn't have a therapist, or
It
that
was
wasn't
it
really
was
needed.
frisbee.
It's fr- it gets pretty intense. Like I've learned so much cardio. Oh my gosh, so much cardio.
Oh, a bunch of shin splints, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, but I really appreciate the sport and it's self-reffed, so a lot of the times it's like you got to be on
That
it.
integrity part, you see?
Yeah, that's really, really huge, and the spirit is really, really good
Hmm.
and really friendly. But yeah, what else have we done?
Other than that, I think if we go in chronological order, it's Cheers next, no?
Yeah, cheer nationals, which we
Insert
did
Cheer Nationals photo here
here. Yes, which you will be editing
in
in.
post, yeah.
Funny enough, we had another crossover with one of our friends, Reagan.
Yeah,
Shout
Reagan.
out to
Insert
Reagan.
photo of us and Reagan here.
Yeah, so for people that don't know, she is a part-time cheerleader on the cheer team. She's on the stunt team for the Argos, or was for the last 2 years. And then I think now she's currently placed at Durham College. Yes, there's currently a strike going on right now, so there's a lot of things unknown right now, but I don't know, hopefully that gets resolved, as soon as
Yeah,
possible, where both parties are, satisfied. I'm not going to talk too much about that. It's not really my
it's
place.
not really relevant to us.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out Reagan. We saw her competing with her team. I think they did pretty well, right?
Yeah, they went crazy.
Yeah.
I think they finished first in their division.
Oh, yeah.
Level
Sounds,
9.
sounds about right. Nines. Is it
Yeah,
nines? It goes all the way up to
I think
seven?
it went up to level
I
9.
thought it was seven.
Oh, 7? No, I don't think it was.
I don't know.
Correct us if we're wrong.
But yeah. Um, yeah, so we were at Cheer Nationals. We got this opportunity through, I will say one main thing to first years and second years is that to seek out, extra experiences on top of, what's been given here at York. Um, it could be like first aid coverage, and then if you're a first responder, then looking for those opportunities for field coverage. We found this opportunity through, I think, um, Corby.
Corby Anderson, shout
Corby
out
Anderson.
Corby.
Yes, he works at, or he does work at Centennial College, and he's a certified athletic therapist, but also team like medical lead for
Team Canada cheer?
something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, don't hold this against us. We don't know his exact title, but he's in charge of a lot of different opportunities. And so both of us were able to connect with him and then work a great weekend in April, where we got to like see a new sport, treat different injuries, meet new people too in the cheer world, a lot of which I would say like we saw again afterwards and have been able to work with again, so which has been really, really great.
Yeah, cheer. I think day one of Cheer Nationals was pretty insane. We were running off of probably 1 hour, 2 hours of sleep
Oh yeah, so when was the first week of April?
right after our banquets.
Yes, we had our varsity athletic banquet with our colleges the night before on the Friday. And then I don't remember we went out drinking.
I went
Probably like
out
had
with
a
my
drink.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
went out to have a drink and then yeah, the next morning we drove down at like 5 a what was it 5 a.m. We woke
Yeah,
up at like 5 or
we went to
something.
bed at like 1 or 2,
Yeah, and
right?
had like 3 or 4 hours of sleep max. Got up at like 5 so we could drive to
Yeah, I got up for 7 in the morning.
yep. Um, check in quickly to our hotel and grab the keys, and then we were like at the convention center.
Yeah, and then we were there until like 10:30 at night.
Yeah,
It was a long day
it was
one.
a very long day. I honestly thought that I was gonna, pass out near the end.
Yeah.
Would definitely not recommend you, having how many hours? Like 15-hour day, 20-hour day.
Yeah, on like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, where you need to be, hyper focused. But yeah, I think their first day we spent like just walking around, trying to get the lay of the land.
It was a giant circle? No, a square.
Yeah.
It was a square, so it wasn't too bad.
Mm-hmm. Overall, it was fun. Got free food, got fed.
No, the food was great. I think that was one of the better like that was one
It
of the
was really,
better
I thought it was
food,
really good food.
right?
I enjoyed it thoroughly. So, yeah, so we got fed like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, actually. They fed us pretty well.
That's my favorite part about AT is when you get to cover these events that pay for your food,
Like, and they really take care of the medical staff, like, because
right?
at the end of the day, like, we make sure the athletes are safe. So I think, we should be
You don't
compensated.
want a hungry therapist. A hungry therapist is a cranky therapist.
Oh yeah.
Therapist.
Yeah. Yeah. What else have we done other than cheer? Uh,
I think
badminton.
yes, the
The
Yonex Canada Open.
open. Yes.
Insert photo here.
Yeah, so this was another one where we just sought out ourselves. Raf actually sent me, I think it was like a screenshot of this
I showed
announcement
her the posting link on
on
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah, I don't really use Facebook, guys. I just let Raf tell me what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna do it. And then there's another one that we can probably work. We can talk about after.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but yeah, I think both of us really enjoyed covering badminton, um, like from placement experience.
Enough to do it a second time.
Enough to
Yeah.
do it a second, third time, maybe probably like more in the future. It's really, really great competition when you watch it at like an international level, where you're seeing all these professional players,
Yeah.
play it out on the court. But yeah, so we worked Kionics Canada Open. It was like the Canada Day weekend or week, I would say. It's like 5 days.
Yeah, I think it went for a total of 7, but we worked it for 5
maybe
or
4 or 5 days.
yeah, four
Yeah, it
days.
was hosted back in Markham Panem Center, so really close to my
It was
house.
a drive and a half for me
Yes, but I made him pick me up and drive me home, as you should. Um,
along the way.
yeah, but I think it was really, really cool to see a sport at that level and really have to work through like rules and regulations, really understanding, what can we do, what can't we do, and really like when we can only be called on for a player.
Right. It was a lot to learn,
Yeah.
but it was super fun. We got to meet a whole ton of people.
Yeah, we got to
Right.
work with like it was like a interdisciplinary team where it was like we had a doctor, we had chiros, we had physiotherapists, we had RMTs, we had ATs, and it was like a whole variety of badminton experience. Like us coming in, we've worked badminton before, but some of these health professionals like haven't done a field coverage or this is their first time doing badminton. So it's kind of nice to like talk, chat with them about our experiences, but then also about their experiences with like, schooling, and their professions and what they see on a daily. So yeah, it was really, really cool to chat with them.
And then the food there was also really good
It
too.
was also really good. Oh God, it's always the
It
food.
was it wasn't like breakfast, lunch, dinner. It was more so lunch
Lunch,
and dinner.
lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was volunteer. I thought that was actually a really good volunteer experience for us.
Yeah.
My highlight of it was actually going to be working on Michelle Lee,
Yes, one of Canada's top badminton female players.
right?
Yeah.
With a super high world ranking.
Yeah. Have you seen like recently Victor Lai?
Victor Lau
Also soon at
finishing.
York, apparently.
And he says he wants to be in the AT program, so
So
let's
who knows?
vouch for Victor.
But yeah, he came third at World Champs, first Canadian to ever medal at World Championships in history. So I think that's really, really cool. Um,
Yeah, his world ranking skyrocketed after like the Canada Open.
yeah, we do have a couple really like top badminton players, athletes here at
Yeah,
York.
Brian Yang is still here, right?
Yep, and then I have my friend Sophia, who I think also still goes to York.
Yeah, she's in my class. She's in my kin for 900 class.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of really great athletes that, you might not really know about, but secretly lurking in the background.
In
They're
the
like,
badminton world, they're a pretty big
they're a
deal.
really
They're
big
a pretty
deal.
big deal in
So
the
I think
badminton
that's
world.
really, really cool. Yeah. What would it be like your favorite event that you've worked out of everything?
Out of everything, is the probably the one we haven't talked about yet. That would have been Camp Madawaska.
Yes. Okay, so on top of our placement experience for fall winter in our second year, um, well, you had two placements with
I
us,
did. I
so
had doubled up my summer placements.
he was at
I was in the CFL for the first part of like for the month of May. I was with the Saskatchewan Roughriders, so I got to fly to Saskatchewan with one of our other classmates, and I got to spend the month there, which was pretty cool. Saskatchewan is pretty flat,
Mhm.
right? That was the main takeaway from camp there. To work 30 days in a row. It does take a lot of discipline, right? You don't really get those days off in camp. The days kind of blend together. And working with a big team. That was the first time I really had to work with a group of other AT students. I've always been kind of lone wolf at my placements, right? So that was pretty cool. And after that, I got to take a little side trip to BC and hang out with my friends who finished in the Lions camp. And then we got to hang out in BC for a week. So definitely being an AT, if you pick your placements right, definitely. And with a lot of luck comes the opportunity to travel. And that has been a really fun experience. And then after that, at the end of August, I got to double up with M and meet up for our first ever like official placement
Yeah.
together, right? This is like
Yeah.
the first time we actually had a placement that we were so, like together and it wasn't just a crossover.
Yeah, so I only had one placement over the summer. I really spent my summer in my athlete era, I will say.
It's playing volleyball.
I was playing nine-man volleyball for those that don't know or have not been following along for the journey. I was in my athlete era and I was also working, trying to make some money for the school year. And then I had my placement at Camp Madawaska for 2 weeks, actually, the last 2 weeks in August. Raf joined in on the last week, but I had the opportunity with Chaz, our other peer, to do the all sport week, second last week of August, and then Raf, Mary, Sean, and Alex. I think
Yeah, that was
I
it. You
didn't,
named them all.
yes, I didn't fumble on social media. That they all joined us in the second week for volleyball week, which is really, really cool.
Insert picture here.
Yes, right there below or on the screen, whatever you're whatever you're watching this on. But yeah, that was a really, really cool experience. We worked with registered nurses, we worked with a nurse practitioner. Our supervisor was is a certified athletic therapist as well as an RMT.
She's amazing, yeah.
Yeah, Krista.
Shout out Krista.
And then we had a couple other certifieds with us to kind of like supervise, but also teach and then work alongside them where we got to really chat and, spend 24/7 with them all day, every day. We all got, I'd say, like pretty close. And yeah, it was a really, really fun experience. It's like, it felt like a fever dream. We kept telling each other that 2 weeks have passed or one week have passed so fast. And then all of a sudden we're back in school already, 3 days after we came back home. Um,
Yeah, a quick turnaround time, really finishing at the end of August.
yeah, it was it was like up north, so I felt like it was so secluded and it was like so out of like reality and because we're so used to living in, big city um areas. Like
Yeah, we were basically in the middle of nowhere, right? Would you say nowhere?
it was like a small little town, but yeah, we were 30 minutes like north of Bancroft, if you guys know where that is, and it's directly north of Peterborough. So it was like 3.5 hour, 4 hour drive for many of us. So, yeah, if you get the chance to, apply for a placement where you want to do something out of your comfort zone or something fun, but really, really good getaway experience.
Right, if you want to detach and touch grass.
Yeah, and like not use your phone and
There's no service up there. Up
barely, yes.
barely, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you get one bar.
Yeah, I had like random moments of like 1 bar of 5G plus. And then it would just like be SOS the next moment I moved my phone like
Right?
randomly in the cabin. So yeah, it was a really, really great experience. Nothing bad to say. I would definitely go back to work as a certified. Knock on wood.
Pending our exams in
Yes.
May.
But yeah. And then now, funny enough, we both switched placements in fall winter. I'm now at George Brown.
And now I'm at Centennial College.
Yeah, so we kind of switched. Low-key an inside joke because it was like, oh, what if we did?
Then we
And then we
did.
did, and it was like,
But
oh, really, really crazy. But yeah.
we'll get a new jersey swap in on Halloween.
Oh yes. So we have our first crossover because we're both actually covering the same sport again. Can you freaking believe that?
We're both basketball ATs now.
Yes, so I am the lead therapist for the women's basketball team.
And I do both the men and women's basketball team at Centennial.
Yep. So our first crossover is October 31st at Centennial
Yep.
Progress Campus. If anyone wants to come
Show
watch
up.
that.
Yeah, pull up.
But yeah.
I don't know when our second crossover is.
It's in the winter semester and
Yeah,
it's gonna be at George Brown, so
I'm excited for that one. A little homecoming for me.
yep. And a little homecoming for me for when I go to
Yeah.
back to Centennial.
How are you liking George Brown so far?
I love it.
You love it?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of a different change of pace and working with different people. Oh no, I got coffee on myself.
It's okay.
And it's white pants. Okay.
But no one can see that.
Yeah, no
No
one
one
can
can
see
see that
that.
here.
But yeah, I love the placement. Trying to like work with a different dynamic in the clinic and like, other students. But I'm sure like I'll get in my footing, the right footing in the next couple weeks.
right? A
Yeah.
little bit different. You don't have.
Love my team. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Love
You said you
my
haven't got to know them quite yet last time we spoke about it, but
That
I'm
was like a
guessing
week ago. So it's changed. I've been seeing them more in clinic and then I had more one-on-one time and
they're
then
opening up to you
yeah, I think like it also helps that I have two transfers from
from Centennial. Oh,
Centennial. I
yeah.
know you
Stealing from my
previously.
team.
Not stealing, they willingly came over themselves. So they came over and I'd say we have a pretty good team, knock on wood. They do well this year.
Hmm.
A lot of transfers from universities as well. So high hopes, obviously, and they hopefully they stay healthy, they play well together. But yeah, it should be a good season.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. What can you say about yours?
About my teams?
Yeah. What are the vibes like? Have they gotten close to you yet, or you're still kind of trying to find
Well, I will be real with you. I don't know a lot of the names on the guys' team
just yet?
just yet. Yeah, we're still working on that. They have a lot of players. They have 17 players, right? So
That's weird. We
16
have 16
six,
women's.
okay. Yeah, so we have like 16 dressed, one red shirts,
Hmm.
right? For the women's, I don't really know how the numbers add up. I will say I have my favorites,
Okay.
right? I think every AT does have like,
But you still but
their
yeah,
favorites.
good.
Unofficial, officially, I love all my athletes the same, right?
Yes.
But other than that, I have really high hopes for our men's team. Our men's team practices like crazy. They've been practicing since the middle of summer, and they had a
Yeah,
really
same.
strong recruiting class.
Yeah.
They brought in a bunch of new players, so I'm excited to see how that works.
Yeah.
My girls' team is also amazing. The coach is a Raptors community coach.
Is it the same coach from last year?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
right. So we're picking a day to practice in the OVO arena, I think at the end of the month.
Last year, they got to go to Scotia
Oh, they got to go to Scotia?
and play like there on the floor. It was very cool.
Right. So I'm really like excited to look over that opportunity. So fun fact, GBC is the official college of the Toronto Raptors, so there's a chance M might actually also practice at the OVO Center too. They did that last year. And York is the official university of the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
So the people who were with York men and women's basketball also had the opportunity to practice at OVO,
Yeah.
right?
I
So
think so, yeah. Correct me.
OVO or Scotia.
It was women's, but I'm
It
pretty
was one or
sure.
two,
Mhm.
right? But definitely some really cool opportunities in basketball, right?
Yeah. Definitely love the sport. I've been playing it for since I was like in grade one. So yeah, it was good homecoming for
Right.
like a sport that I first learned how to play before like anything else.
And weren't you like recruited at Centennial for basketball? Or was it a different college?
Funny enough, yeah. So I think it was my grade 10 year. I was playing varsity women's or sorry, varsity girls uh basketball team at my high school. And then I think a couple of us were recruited or scouted by Centennial College Scout and to potentially, go for a tryout or whatever at Centennial. And then funny enough, I got placed there last year, so it was like a really full circle moment. Like not I didn't go back as an athlete, but I went back, as a placement student. So I think my little chapter with Centennial like came to a close and then kind of moved on and then I'm covering basketball this year. So yeah.
Right? Did we get all of our crossovers together? Like we didn't miss any, did we?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think.
Let me like recap and summarize it for everyone. Baseball, badminton, extramural hockey, cheerleading, Yonex badminton, um,
Camp Madawaska.
at Madawaska, and women's basketball.
Yes.
So I counted seven instances of us sharing either the same sport or the
Yeah.
same placement crossing over.
Many more to come, I
Right.
bet, because this guy won't leave me alone.
Connected at the hip.
Yes. And now we're doing a podcast together, so it's like now we really have to hang out.
She can't get rid of me.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to get into lightning round questions to kind of like close this one out?
Yeah, okay. We'll go super fast then.
We'll see. Because, yeah.
Okay. You want to read them up to me then?
Yeah. Okay. Lightning round questions. What's your favorite tape job?
Achilles. Is that
Really?
your least? I know it's probably your least favorite tape
Oh my
job.
gosh. I don't like that
I
one.
love the Achilles. I learned how to do a really like cool one from the CFL
Okay, so
where
you're gonna
you
teach me that like right after we finish recording here.
right? One of my players, I taped his Achilles yesterday,
Yeah.
but on the Thursday when I was off,
Yeah.
right, one of the other like students at Centennial taped his Achilles,
Yeah.
and then he was like, it just didn't feel as right as like when you taped me, right? And that's the best thing that you can probably hear from your athletes, like no one tapes better than you,
Yeah, and
right?
every athlete has their preference. I mean, don't take it the wrong
Personal, no,
way.
never take it
If someone
personally.
be's like, "Oh, like I want Raf to tape me instead," or like, "No, I want you to tape me." Like some athletes just get really like, I don't know,
Picky. People get
picky.
picky, right?
Yeah, and it's part of their routine and ritual, so like don't take that in a bad way. Everyone just tapes differently, and that's totally, unique and different. Okay, so Achilles.
Yeah, definitely. Ripping the elasticon, putting it up. I love
No,
it.
no. I mean, maybe I should just get more reps in it, but
Yeah,
like
for
I just
sure.
no, not my favorite. Okay, what's your pregame song?
J. Cole's Middle Child,
Okay, that's a really good song. I,
right?
I will I will agree with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite sport to watch and cover.
I actually really love football. I love covering football. There's a lot
Okay.
that happens in
And to
it.
watch?
Yeah, to watch football too.
So now you're a football lover.
I am a
You
football
like knew
lover.
nothing before.
I played Madden. I never played football. I played
Okay,
Madden
okay.
growing up, so there's some base knowledge on some routes,
Okay.
right? Still learning in the CFL was a lot. CFL and NFL rules a little
Okay.
bit different. I didn't know what a rouge was
Oh yeah.
before the CFL. It's like if you miss the field goal, but the ball goes out of bounds, so like it goes through the end zone as 1 point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can win off of a missed field goal if you kick the ball out of bounds.
Funny enough, I played flag football, but like none of these rules apply in like real football?
Yeah.
Okay. Minimum hours of sleep needed to function on the clinic or field.
Okay, I think we know for field we can go off 3 hours of sleep.
That is proven.
3 hours of sleep on the field, perfect, perfectly fine,
Yep.
right? Clinic, I would have to say maybe at least a solid 6 hours.
Okay.
Right, we don't want that short-term memory loss to come in after you do your you do your ranges of motion and your assessment, and then you go type up your soap notes and don't remember anything.
Hey, that's 4 sleep cycles, so honestly, not too bad.
Yeah,
Not too bad. Okay. Preferred method of caffeinating to stay awake.
I I can't take coffee. Coffee, I get like really bad
But
stomach
like
pains
note
with
that
coffee.
he
Right,
actually is
I
having a
did get
coffee
a
right now.
coffee right now because I don't really need to stay awake as hard as I need to, but my preferred method is definitely going to be my Red Bull. Right, I think during exam season I buy like a 12 pack of Red Bulls.
I'm really against energy drinks.
Don't be like
Just
me. Don't do what I do. Energy drinks are horrible for you, okay?
yeah. I personally just like I've tasted them. I don't like the way they taste.
But it
And
doesn't
also I
matter
just
how
don't I treat my body like
a
a
temple.
temple for the most part. I
You
really
will but
try.
you will tell that she is chronically injured.
Yes, if you get to know me, you'll see how
She
broken I
has like
am.
pain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7.
probably up to like 10 or something,
Right.
but not the point. Okay. If you have a whole year to train for any Olympic sport that you've never played before, which one would it be?
Curling.
You've never played curling?
No, I've never played curling. Is that something you just grew up playing?
Good one. I played it in like gym class.
Okay. But curling is something I feel like I don't need to be in the weight room for 12 hours a day.
Oh, you just took the lazy way.
The lazy way. No, but I
Like,
think
every athlete still has to be like fit.
yeah, I'm not saying I'm not gonna be fit, but I'm saying that like there's no diss to curling. I just think it's more skill. It's more definitely more skill based, don't you think?
I don't know. I don't know enough about curling. I used
Is
to like watch it a lot though.
oh really?
Yeah.
Is bowling an Olympic sports?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because that would be my
Maybe it's
next step. But
circle.
I have no idea.
Okay.
But those are
Okay.
mine.
What's your most embarrassing or funniest clinic slash field story? If you have one.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I have one. I know Ryan had a great one last year about rubbing mustard on someone's leg. Um,
Yep.
Most embarrassing or funniest clinic or field story. Man,
Lightning quick. Come on, if
I
you're
know.
honest. First thing that comes to your mind.
Well, there is this one time I wanted to really use. tens on one of my shin splint athletes, and I came
Okay.
up with like this whole plan.
Yeah.
And then she goes on her phone, and then it was her boyfriend calling, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden she's like, "Okay, I gotta go now. He's picking me up, and we're going to a badminton tournament."
Oh.
And that was my last patient ever in
Oh.
GBC. That's just how I ended out. So she was my last patient ever for the year, and then read up the plan, and then she just left. I was like,
Yeah, at least it was a
okay.
chill
It's like,
appointment.
see you. Never see you at the banquets. That's how I ended out.
Damn. Okay.
Are you ready? I'm gonna hold the mic while I
Okay.
ask you these questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite tape job?
I love the plantar fasciitis tape
What
job.
is wrong with your
I
opinion?
just, and you know why? It is just because, first of all, like I just taped so much of it like last year. Like it was like taught to me, and then I had a baseball athlete who just had really bad shin splints, the flattest feet you could find on earth. And it was just like I had to do the compression tape job, and on top of that, the plantar fasciitis because it was just like so much
The
pain.
whole shebang right there.
So I did like both feet, both shins, every single game, every single practice. I just had so much time or so many reps in. I got really good at it. It's so clean. Oh my God, it's just like my
I
favorite.
feel like doing it that many times you'd end up hating it.
But you're just if you're really good at something, I feel like you'd really like it,
Mm,
you know?
okay.
So it's just like now I don't get to do it as much, which is like I guess a good thing. Like don't get me wrong, a good thing, but when I do get to whip it out, it's like, oh, memories.
That's crazy. I'm really a big fan of the Luco stirrup cheats.
Yeah, I mean I still do that.
Hmm.
But yeah.
That was a hot take. That was a super hot take.
There's like a question in here in the AT room. It's like
Put your hot take on the whiteboard. Plantar fascia is
but
the best tape job ever.
and I'm talking about like the full one with like the teardrops and like
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, crazy.
I bet that's like your most least favorite one.
Probably is. I didn't know it till now, but it probably is.
Yeah.
What is your favorite pre-game song?
Okay, I'm in my K-pop Demon Hunters era.
Oh my gosh, that's golden.
So it's golden. And I kid you not, I've been listening to this entire soundtrack for at least a month and a half, at like almost every day. If I'm in the car driving, it's the soundtrack I'm listening to. I'm busing on my way to like school, placement, work, whatever. It's a soundtrack. And Golden, I know it like word for word.
Great.
Like
That's crazy.
I can't even recall what my pregame song was before, but 100% now, it's just gonna get me like pumped, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Trendy song. All right.
Yes. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it on Netflix. I just started watching it for the third time.
I should probably get on that and watch it.
Yes.
So, how many minimum hours of sleep do you need for clinic and field?
Um, I like again for fields, I would say 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours for fields. I honestly don't need that much sleep to be able to operate. But I do get really cranky. And then clinic, I don't know. If I had like a crazy back-to-back schedule like I had yesterday, like 3 hours, like
Slammed.
just
Yeah.
no breaks, would be like 7 hours.
She needs a full night.
I do, but like I can still operate pretty well with like maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
Like I don't think like lack of sleep really affects me. It just affects my mood.
Okay, I
But
see.
I can still like,
So she needs 7 unless you're gonna get a really cranky therapist.
yes.
Okay, we're gonna circle back to favorite sport to watch or cover.
Oh my God. Favorite sport to watch, Olympic swimming. I gotta go back to my roots. Like I just love watching swimming, especially like the f semis and finals where it's just swimming has honestly come so far. It's just one of my favorite sports to watch. To cover, I would say volleyball or baseball, but I haven't covered basketball technically yet, like games wise, so maybe that would change. Yeah, I love the vibes in volleyball and baseball.
Did your team chirp?
Baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so did I, and so did Caitlin. We chirped amongst ourselves. You couldn't really hear us, but we did.
Yeah, chirping is one of the best parts of covering baseball.
Yeah, it's such a fun sport. Like the vibes are just immaculate. Even though you're there like 3 hours before for prep, taping, they have to warm up and all that stuff. And the takedown is like same thing, but always good vibes. I
Yeah.
love going to baseball.
Okay. Let's go back to staying awake. What's your preferred method of caffeination?
Coffee. I have my vanilla iced coffee from Tim Hortons. It can be from McDonald's too, or from Starbucks. Iced caramel macchiato is my go-to.
Is that your birthday order?
No,
No, okay. She
no,
has a special
it's like a
birthday
special
order.
order that's like $9, $10, like if you were to get it on a regular day. I drink tea too, but like not to like keep me awake. But like I'm not a big coffee drinker. Only if I really need it, or like I'll drink it socially, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
And if you had to train for an Olympic sport that you've never played before, which one? And I feel like you played a lot of sports, so what are you picking?
I thought about this, and I actually like I'm going through all the sports that I've played, and I've like
Uh-huh.
no idea. Like I've done a little bit of curling, golf, cricket, soccer, basketball, flag football. I've done cross country, track, shot put, high jump, like ran. What else have I done? Swam,
Yeah.
volleyball, tennis. I played badminton, pickleball.
So she's done everything, folks.
Maybe I don't want to do rugby. Like that would just not be
Okay.
that would not be good.
I can think of a sport you've never done.
What?
Equestrian.
Oh my gosh, riding horses? That'd be like pretty cool. Oh, there's a new like surfing one. Olympic sport is
Yeah,
surfing
surfing,
is an
skateboarding, breakdancing.
I feel like surfing would be really cool. I've never done that.
Okay.
Genuinely never done surfing. I think it's really cool. And it's like in my element, you
Because
know,
you can swim.
in water.
She's not scared of wiping out.
Yeah, no. Like I've done wakeboarding at Camp Madawaska.
She's already wiped out once, had the
I've
biggest bruise. She's good.
yeah. So I think maybe surfing would be a little bit better.
Okay, yeah,
I
I
don't know.
can see that in your
Yeah,
natural environment.
exactly in water.
My photo of Emily is a fish on my phone contacts.
Yeah.
She lives in water. Okay.
Okay.
Last question is your most embarrassing or funniest clinic or field story?
I don't really have one. Like, I don't think anything would top Ryan's story, but maybe it's like, I remember on my first or second day for covering like baseball and placement in general, one of my athletes came up to me and was like, "Oh, like, hey, do you work on my shoulder?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Starts working on his right shoulder and he goes, "Does it help to tell you that I'm actually a lefty?"
Oh, so you're doing the wrong shoulder.
It was like both me and my certified were there and we're like, oh, like, you know, most of us are righties. Like on us that we didn't like ask and we just like assumed. But yeah, always like ask to see if like they're righty or lefty for sure.
Okay.
Especially in baseball, because they only really need that one shoulder.
I think for me, it's just like I mess up my rights and my lefts. So I was working on like a patient's like right that I thought was their left or what
Oh,
vice versa. And he's like, so you're gonna do the side that like hurts? I'm like, oh yeah.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't worry, I knew that. I was just like, you know, testing
Right.
bilaterally.
Or I would have thought that your most embarrassing story was when one of your badminton athletes called you by your name and you had no idea who they were.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's what the story I feel like
Love
comes to mind.
that and I don't.
I remember a
It
lot
was
of
very
stupid
bad.
details, but I won't remember important ones.
Yeah, oh my gosh. So this was like maybe the first week I was like transitioning from baseball to badminton. And then I was sitting at like front desk, like out of the clinic so I could chart and stuff like that. And then this random like athlete just came up to me and was like, "Hey, Emily." Like it was like, "Oh, hi, how's it going?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm good. Like I kind of just wanted to talk to you about something." I was like, "Yeah, sure. What's going on?" And then they were like, "Oh, I just went skating over the weekend and I fell." And I was like, "Oh, it's just like really hurts." And I was like, "Okay, like you could book an appointment. But do you play on a varsity team?" And they were like, "Yeah, yeah, I do." And I was like, "Oh, what team?" And they were like, "Oh, badminton." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, in like to be fair, I'd never met this person yet. They didn't show up to practice when I was there. I think. Or maybe I just didn't interact with this person enough, but they knew who I
Yeah, they
was.
knew you.
They knew who I was, so I was like, oh, that's so awkward. But this athlete is great. Like, I mean, there's nothing against him, there's nothing against me. So, yeah, that was just very embarrassing.
Right. I know
More than I know myself.
more
Yeah.
than she can recall.
Yeah. So, God, that was so ugly to like think about. Like,
So I
yikes.
got you. That was an assist from me.
Yeah. Slam dunk. Okay. I think that's everything we wanted to talk about
Yeah,
today.
basically.
Hopefully, this episode will make
Comes out next week.
yes, or whenever you're listening to this. Thank you for tuning in and bear with us while we, kind of find our ground, our footing
Right.
with recording. And hopefully this episode's not too long for you. Or put us on 2 times speed. I really don't care.
Right. When you're commuting, just listen.
Just listen, spread the word, you know, the more listeners we have, better.
Right.
Leave a comment on maybe what you want to hear about or who you want as a guest speaker, maybe potentially, if we can get them on the podcast. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, see ya.